I don't think what was likely intended when this marketing campaign came out 21 years ago. As a repair technician, what I think when I see those words is how differently you have to think in order to defend a company that routinely screws you. You see, if you're a repair technician like me, you likely have customers coming to you every single day that have certain issues with certain devices. And when it's any other brand, you will hear people scream, "I'm never buying X again. I can't believe they made this mistake. That is terrible." But when it comes to Apple products, in spite of how badly they will screw the customer will still continue buying them, and they will defend the company they admit screwed
The
them.
order for November 3rd, but I missed out. I'm like, the only way is I gotta camp out, so I'm waiting for it.
I'm gonna buy two. I'm gonna buy one to sell it and then the one to keep.
The bottom of the display assembly, the very part of the machine that's glued together. So every time you turn this computer on and do something processor or graphics intensive, you're actually heating up the glue that holds these two pieces of metal together and ungluing your machine. Now, creating a machine that costs over $2,000 that falls apart if you use it, that's one thing. To not have any sort of extended warranty or recall program for it, and to refuse to acknowledge it when customers go to the store is another. But to market it as a unibody when it is actually two cheap pieces glued together, that will come unglued by hot air that you designed the machine to shoot out onto the glued part, that is the type of uniquely different thinking that could only happen at Apple Inc. This chip needs 1.05 volts to be produced by the circuit you see above, and it would not be produced as a result of a capacitor that would often fail. This capacitor is not the proper capacitor for the job on a circuit that is going to be on as long as the machine has battery or charger power applied. In order to repair this issue, where the circuit is only producing 0.3 volts rather than the desired 1.05 volts, you would have to replace this tantalum capacitor with a capacitor more fit for the job, which is going to be a little bit larger in size, harder to squeeze into that area, but would allow you to have a working machine.
I think it's a question that shouldn't be asked to anyone, trans or not. But it is a question that's asked because I'm trans, so... It is, do you have a penis?